morning. The Senate's vote late last night of 60 to 40 opens the door now. The Senate is moving forward on an amended House CR, a continuing resolution, that will reopen the government until January 30th.
Welcome to The Resistance, and what you just watched was Mike Johnson talk about the amended CR coming out of the Senate to reopen the government. Now, I want to point out the amended CR because Mike Johnson was adamant about pushing through a clean CR. Okay? So now let me play you a clip of Mike Johnson talking about this clean CR in just a second.
You've got millions of American families who will now have to figure out how to make their mortgage, how to cover their rent, pay the car note, keep food on the table, because Democrats, Chuck Schumer, and his colleagues in the Senate are here playing games. Republicans have voted over and over to end this madness and reopen the federal government. We did our job. By way of reminder, the House passed a clean, nonpartisan CR 3 weeks ago today to keep the government.
All right, so he passed a clean, nonpartisan CR to keep the government open, right? Now, what the hell is a clean CR, you might be asking? Well, just think about it as a copy and paste bill from last year that's supposed to continue spending without any amended changes. Now let me take you back to the beginning of the year when there was another continuing resolution that was supposedly clean. All right, now this video comes from the Associated Press. Let's go ahead and watch this.
One of the things you may have heard going around as the U.S. government funding deadline nears is Democrats demanding what is known as a clean CR.
We were told this was a clean CR. It's not a clean CR. It's basically a dirty deal.
A CR in government funding speak is a continuing resolution, a temporary fix to keep the government funded for a specific period of time. Similar to other legislation, a CR still needs to pass both chambers of Congress and be signed by the president. A clean CR, however, is a straightforward extension of the previous fiscal year's funding with no changes or additions. The 6-month funding CR that House Republicans narrowly passed Tuesday is in fact not clean. Lawmakers said the bill would trim $13 billion in non-defense spending from the levels in the 2024 budget year and increase defense spending by $6 billion, which are rather flat changes for both categories when compared with an overall top line of nearly $1.7 trillion in discretionary spending. Democrats are mostly worried about the discretion the bill gives the Trump administration on spending decisions. Now, the fate of the legislation rests in the hands of the U.S. Senate, where Democrats are not thrilled about the GOP spending plan they were given on Tuesday. If funding legislation isn't passed on Friday, the U.S. government shuts down.
So why am I bringing this old shit up from last year? Well, Republicans proposed that it was going to be a clean CR last time, and it wasn't. And now this CR has turned into something that's unclean again. Now you might be wondering, well, what the hell is unclean about it? Well, it's been amended by the Senate. Okay? And you might be wondering, well, what the fuck did they add to this thing? And it's kind of crazy what they did add. All right, so Politico reported this on November 10th, just yesterday, at 9:05 p.m. Senate Republicans secured a provision in the bipartisan shutdown ending government funding package that could award senators hundreds of thousands of dollars for having their phone records collected without their knowledge as part of a Biden-era investigation. Now, this Biden-era investigation is referring to the January 6th investigation that was conducted by Jack Smith. Jack Smith lawfully obtained phone record data, okay? And now the senators are trying to get a nice little payout for themselves for their apparent breach of privacy, okay? So, what does this say about the Republicans? They don't give a fuck about healthcare. They could give two shits about whether people get money for SNAP. But when it comes to their own pockets, oh, whoa, let's go ahead and write in a brand new amendment. Okay? And right now, tonight, the House are having discussions about this amendment. And the Republicans, from what I gather, are pretending. They're pretending to be like, oh my goodness, I'm so troubled. I don't know why this is in here. But we can't amend this. We can't amend this. We have to send it through the Senate or else it won't pass. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, for the party that really preaches about clean, continuing resolutions, this is a pretty fucking dirty resolution, if you ask me. Taking American taxpayer money and putting millions of dollars into the bank accounts of these fucking senators while people are starving without SNAP benefits, while people don't have health insurance. I mean, it's absolutely reprehensible what the Republican Party has been doing to the American people. That's all I wanted to say today. It's just absolutely insane.